Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name's Narelle Walk-on and I am from Mackay, Queensland, Australia. I want to thank you for all coming here today and being so supportive of Australia and New Zealand. We appreciate your time because we know that your time is precious. Today we have a beautiful presentation by Yvonne Mackett from Perth in WA, and I want to welcome Yvonne with me tonight. And also say apologies from our Kenton Patterson, who is in from New Zealand. Kenton will be here Thursday night. So again, we appreciate, please stay muted while the presentation is in progress. And we will start with the acknowledgement of country. We would like to acknowledge the land in which we are meeting on today and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging. We would like to thank them for the knowledge that they share with us to look after the land and each other. Today, our presenter is Yvonne Mackett. Yvonne is an amazing lady who we met together through OnPassive earlier this year. So Yvonne emigrated to Australia from the UK in 1992 with 4 young children. She loved Australia even before she landed. Yvonne has worked for herself for the past 30 years. She and a business partner also established a clothing boutique, and 10 years later on her own, established a hair and beauty salon. For the past 29 years, Yvonne has also been in MLM companies. She loved the products, but found marketing was not her forte. So when she heard about OnPassive, she joined straight away. Yvonne has been in Australia for almost 30 years, long enough for us to now call her an Aussie girl. I appreciate and respect Yvonne. The friendship that we have formed here within OnPassive has been nothing but beautiful. So thank you and welcome, Yvonne.
Thank you, Narelle, for that lovely intro, and we really do appreciate all the work that you do. You're an amazing host and presenter also, so thank you for being my friend. Anyway, hi everyone. We really do appreciate you taking out time of your day and your evening to listen to this presentation. It's just going to be a short presentation and then a Q&A after. Now, this presentation is a life-changing opportunity which could change your future. So have faith and trust the person that has shared this with you. They're doing this because they care for you and they want you to become a founder. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for everybody that, like myself, have no idea about building an online business or marketing. And guess what? You don't need to know either, because of one genius man called Ash Mufareh and his amazing tech team. You're unlikely to come across this again in your lifetime. This company that is offering founding positions at a very affordable price. Ash Mufareh decided to make it $97 US because of the 97% that failed in the online business. So you're probably wondering, why would he do that? Well, if you have listened to Ash like we have, you'll understand and see his vision. Our CEO, Ash Mufareh, cares so much about people and thought if he could make it more affordable for the likes of everyday people that just couldn't afford the costs and didn't know how to market, then this would surely help more people to be successful and in turn help their financial situation. So this is an IT startup company, and we are getting very close to closing founding positions. This global company is a multi-billion-dollar company, and if you join today as a founder before we close the positions, you will still be in the top 1% of the company when we launch to the world. So how awesome is that? Have you ever been offered a great opportunity like this? Probably not. Now is your chance. We are starting stronger than any other IT company that has started before us. So what exactly is OnPassive? It's a very real business. It's a global business. It's a global company that is valued well over $5.5 billion. It is an information technology company with 50 portfolios of digital products, tools that are far superior and easily accessible under one umbrella, and all run by artificial intelligence and machine learning technology. It's an online marketing business solution. The company has brick and mortar assets There's 2 buildings here. We have our executive office in Florida, where our CEO, Ash Mufareh, works from. And our latest building, not shown in the picture, but is in Bangladesh. We also have a very huge 6-story building in Hyderabad, classed as high-tech city in the Silicon Valley of India, where you'll find all the top named companies such as Google, Microsoft, Apple, and many of the mainstream businesses. Also, where you'll find the best IT experts. As you know, India is known for their IT skills. OnPassive have the best software engineers, programmers, media experts, marketers, and other important IT specialists. Our staff have come from companies such as JP Morgan, Apple, Google, and all big brand names. We have approximately 700 staff and expect to have 1,000 once we launch. Now, OnPassive will definitely be a household name, that's for sure. So who is the brains behind OnPassive? Well, here he is, our CEO, Ash Mufareh. He is a man with a vision for the future. He's a selfless man, and he really does care about humanity. He's a family man with a very supportive, beautiful wife and 2 very young boys. His hobbies are fishing, hiking, and he has a keen interest in NASA. He also attended the American Intercontinental University for a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce at MIT. He also completed the Harvard Online Business Creation Systems. Now, why Ash did his studies, he researched models like Walmart, Google, Twitter, Microsoft, Amazon, and many more. Ash also, by being in the industry and knowing the industry very well, with his 20 years experience and the research he has done, showed that only 3% of people earn, leaving the 97% to struggle. He wanted to change that around, and he also learned that 320 million online businesses failed in this industry, and it was a very unfair industry. He wanted to correct the corruption. He understood how the internet has a potential to change the world and change poverty into prosperity. So as I said previously, 97% of online businesses failed because of lack of knowledge, the lack of finances, or the lack of know-how to market, recruit, or sell. Ash was looking to find a fair business model, but he couldn't. So he decided the only way was to create and build a platform himself with his team of the best IT professionals, and he built it from scratch. So this is when the company was created, and they started to build in 2018. But it got a lot bigger than Ash Mufareh had originally anticipated it to be, and today has a solid foundation of over 1 million founders that proudly share the vision of what Ash Mufareh is doing and support him on this very exciting journey. Ash has given every person that joins an opportunity to make a change in their future and their family's future and the lives of others. That's why today OnPassive is stronger than any IT company that has ever started before them. This is why we will be a unicorn company when launching to the world. Google took 6 years to get to unicorn status, and on average, it would normally take 7 years. So that shows how big OnPassive is. So why OnPassive? Well, with OnPassive's products, you don't have to do any recruiting. You don't have to convert leads. They guarantee the traffic, which is quality targeted traffic. It's self-funding, so that's where you pay once out of your pocket for your subscription, and then it's self-funding from there on. So this means it's all done for you, 100% hands-free. You do not need to lift a finger. It works 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and never takes a day off. It never gets sick. It has every imaginable tool that you need for your success, for your business, and it is easily accessible in one place and on one interface. It's a plug-and-play system, so anyone can use it. There is no copycat or recycled tech, and you won't find a better price anywhere on the globe. So here we have 20 of the 50 digital online products. Now I'll go through just 3, as you can check them all out at onpassive.com, and I do recommend you go there, watch a short video on each of them, and learn about what we have. The platforms are all standalone companies under one roof, all owned by OnPassive, and they are all embedded with AI technology throughout. We have Academy, which is one-of-a-kind application for learners of any age. with many more benefits, such as facial distraction. So when teachers are teaching, they will know if the pupil or pupils are not paying attention. We also have, if you have a course or a class that you would like to teach, you can also put that on this platform, and it will go out to the world, and it can be translated into 57 different languages. You'll put it on the platform once and you'll get paid 100% of the fees that you charge, and this will go straight to your wallet in your currency or the currency of your choice in real time as soon as someone subscribes to your course. We also have OConnect. It's like a Zoom with many more benefits, which we'll be able to use for video conferencing. So you do not need to travel if you have a global business. You can have unlimited people, so you can manage all your workers across the globe and bring them all together with this great platform. It's also great for multi-level marketers, as it doesn't limit you to the amount of people you can invite. And it is far cheaper than any other platform that's out there, with so many more benefits and more superior. ONET is our social media platform. This will help you connect with friends and family and discover new friends, a bit like Facebook, but ONET will not sell your data. It's also a very safe platform, and we're all looking forward to using ONET, as it's a very revolutionary and secure social networking platform. We also have OBLESS. Now, OBLESS is at the forefront of OnPassive. OBLESS is a crowdfunding platform where you can raise money for any charity like schools, sports, fundraisers, etc. This platform will help humanity in such a big way that we will have 1 million people at launch who will be able to see the advertised cause, and all the founders are able to donate from their earnings from their own wallet in the back office. Now you can use the OBLESS platform, and OnPassive will give 100% to your cause or charity. Many other platforms that you may use take 15 to 30% for advertising and admin, etc. So the extra cash that OBLESS will allow you to keep will make a big difference in someone's life, club or charity. And it is predicted by the end of 2021, the market share will be $114 billion. It's proven scientifically that in our DNA that the power of giving is 10 times more rewarding and fulfilling than receiving and taking, a quote from Ashma Farah. So OnPassive is the world's greatest modern technology marketing solution, and it is going to be a global leader. So here we have OnPassive's business model. We have 50 online tools powered by AI. We have highly targeted traffic that generates a stream of customers on autopilot. It's a reduced cost because there's only one supplier, which will give you money and will save you money, and has a simplified process with one email and one password, which will generate a passive income every day of the year. So anybody can use this. It's very easy. So why do we need these platforms? Well, if you compare the list, today's current model, it's based on competition and conflict. 97% are scams. It turns into money pits, costing you more every month. You have to upgrade. So it just ends up costing so much more money. It requires you to sell. It requires you to recruit. The tools you need, you have to get and buy separately. So this takes up time. And in business, time is money. So there's no guarantees of marketing. There's no guarantees of income. The marketers are against each other, and the compensation is based on your own efforts. Now, with today's new model that will disrupt the online world for the better is OnPassive's new model, and it's based on mutual benefit. It's a real business, it's real products, and it's real people. It's self-funding, so it pays you to use it. The marketer does not have to sell. The marketer does not have to recruit. And every tool you need for your success is included in one place. And all the tools are included at one low price. And it has 100% money back guarantee as written in your NDA, so you can't lose. It's a no-brainer. and the marketers only compete with themselves. And it has a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that has been patented for OnPassive. So why OnPassive? Well, everybody will be using OnPassive in the near future, whether they come to OnPassive for the money, the tools, or other benefits like communication and connections. They will all have a reason to come to OnPassive. So time to completely run your whole business on autopilot. Autopilot any business opportunity whatsoever, whether you have a business already or whether OnPassive becomes your business. Everything is 100% done for you. Your advertising is done, your leads, your marketing, your recruiting, and your team building, all done for you by artificial intelligence, AI, all working for you. Yes, it will automate your existing business also and provide a massive income opportunity by simply using this breakthrough platform. So benefits of becoming a founder: you'll earn residual income for life. You'll have targeted traffic to your website given to you by the company, and OnPassive will build your business and your team for you automatically. You will be part of the beta testing and inner circle decision making and only have to pay one time for your subscription of the use of 50 digital tools, and the company will go to work for you. They will market for you, and then your subscriptions will be paid out of your profits. You will benefit from massive marketing campaigns, and you will be able to have access to every tool that you will ever need for your business, and it is 100% hands-free. So how much will this cost you to become a founder of a multi-billion-dollar company? It will only cost you $97 US. That's $136 in Australia and about 143 in New Zealand. Once we launch, we will all become subscribers of the online platforms and tools, and we will have to pay out of pocket only one time of approximately 250 US. Now, you may have you may want to buy other positions. If you want, you can. If you want to gift them to your family, to your friends, to a charity, you can do so. As long as you can afford to pay your first month's subscription, all you need is a different email account. So if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes, jump in, then learn how to do it later. A great quote from Richard Branson. So OnPassive, if you become a founder of this multi-billion-dollar company and you have a business in or online, OnPassive will force you to be successful. But if you do not have a business, you can become a founder and the company to this multi-billion-dollar company. And all you need to do is get back to the person who invited you and ask them for a link, and just get in before it's too late and become a founder and be in the top 1% of the company and change your family's future. You'll be happy you did. So thank you so much for listening. My name's Yvonne Mackett from Perth, Australia, and I will hand you back over to Narelle, and I'll stop share now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yvonne. Fantastic, fantastic presentation. Okay, thank you, Yvonne. It was an amazing presentation. The colours are always beautiful and your information is absolutely spot on, that everyone, I'm sure, doesn't have any questions at all. But if we have any guests here today, please let yourselves be known either by raising your virtual hand, or if you have any questions and you're too shy to ask, please pop your question into the chat box and we will keep an eye out for that. Now, I want to say firstly a big thank you to our Leadership Council who are here today, Marty DeGamo and also Chris Johnson. We appreciate those who are on Leadership Council and who support Australia and New Zealand. We will bring you on a little bit later in this presentation, or in the webinar, sorry. And I just want to pop over and say a big welcome to Tai Young. We're just going to spotlight Tai today just for a couple of minutes. Tai, a little bit about yourself who you are, where you're coming in from, and just share with our listeners here today.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Thank you.
Let me take the picture down or leave it up.
I'm just trying to find you, so just one moment.
Uh,
Yeah, you can, whatever you're happy to do, Ty.
All
We like to see your face though.
right.
Okay, there we go.
Anyway, my name is Ty Young from Mansfield, Ohio, in the United States. I've been here on passive for almost 3 years now. December 10th will be 3 years for me. And I really am flattered that I'm in a position that I'm in this company, because it's gotten huge. And I've never been in a situation like this before in my life. And especially talking to a lot of people. So as far as being able to overcome some of the obstacles in my own mind and being a better person, and overcoming fear and not knowing how to talk and whatever else, I wasn't good at it. I was not good at being a public speaker or nothing like that. This company has changed me a lot in that I can actually open up and identify some of the characteristics in me that I didn't know I had, like being able to speak in front of a crowd impromptu like this right now. So thank you for the opportunity. And I love Passive just because of all the people in it, and listening to all the people that I got to enjoy. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about the company, and I've learned fast. And I thank God that I can actually be in a position to see what I see, right? Because I couldn't see nothing online before, when I was getting duped into thinking that I can make money online and the way I thought I could do it. And it just wasn't working for me. I've lost a lot of money online, and a lot of people are afraid of getting, hurt that way. I didn't see it like that. I always tried to believe in the people that I was looking at and seeing. But anyway, having all that experience has enabled me to see this company as the answer to what I was looking for, right? And going through the things and experiences that I've gone through and listening to the people that I've listened to in this company, I can see for sure that I'm going to be a hero to a lot of people, and I'm going to be able to help a lot of people. So that's where I'm coming from. Anyway, I'm like 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, you don't look it with the hat on. But thank you for sharing that. Ty, what do you feel is the biggest frustration for people these days, online? You talked about, you've been looking and you sort of kept looking, but what do you think the biggest frustration is out there for others?
The biggest frustration for people, and this has been my experience too, because I started in a company, and I was like belly to belly with people, right? So I've talked to like thousands of people. I even ran a bakery, right? And even talked to the customers that come in, thousands of customers that come in about stuff that I was doing online, right? You could talk to your blue in the face, but people just don't believe what you're saying. It's like they're all real scared or skeptical about what people making money online. Like this online stuff is full of crap, because they hear so many different stories about people getting scammed out of their money or whatever. They one of the biggest things is pops up all the time, and people are asking me. They ask me personally, is this one of them pyramid scheme things like that? Said, I didn't know what it was back then when they were asking me that. And so I just didn't know what to say about that, So I was like, no, I'm not trying to scam you or scheme you or nothing like that. No. But
Yeah, I
one of the
think,
biggest frustrations was that, you know.
yeah, absolutely. And I think that a lot of people tend to say that without really knowing what they're actually saying. Because if you have a look at any company, any business, whether online or bricks and mortar, there's always a person at the top, whether it's a CEO, then there's managers, you know, then there's department managers, you know, and then there's the workers, you know, right down to, you know, even people who push trolleys, say in supermarkets and things like that. Now that to me is a pyramid, because you only have one at the top, you only have a couple of managers, you only have a few department managers, you know, and as you go down, the people get more so because they need more people to do those jobs at those levels. So I think pyramid has just become a word that people tend to use, meaning scam, you know. But if they have a look, every business has that you know, shape of a
Structure,
pyramid in a
right.
sense, and that structure. And I think they're just scared. And you're right, it's very disheartening when people sort of don't want to have a look at something that will change their lives, and it's guaranteed, you know. So is there something that stands out for you, you know, that one particular thing of, I know that you're going to help many people, but is there one that you can just talk about right now that sort of something that you can share that might help others to sort of think about why they need another position, or, you know, that type of thing within On Passive?
Well, I'll be honest with you. My first inclination of this company was like, well, what is it? And what is it about? You know, I didn't know, you know, the guy that showed it to me was a friend of mine, and he said, just get in and pay you $97 and then just watch the videos in the back office. He said, then you'll see everything, Ty. He said, it's not like you got to worry about losing your $97 because you can get it right back if you want to, if it's not for you. Oh, okay, cool. He said, because I can't tell you everything they say in the back office. So you have to learn that yourself. So I did that, and I listened to Ash talk. And what he was speaking to me was an answer to the problem that I had to solve in my own life, is that I knew I wasn't going to be able to go on working forever. All right. So I'm gonna get older and older and older. And this bakery life that I was living was just like taking it out of me. I mean, like, man, 13 hours a day, 6 days a week's rough, you know, and it was on my feet all the time. So I was looking for a way out of that. And so I said, well, I got plenty of time to spend on the internet. Let me try to do it on the internet. See if I can find something, maybe work at home or whatever on the internet. And so I've had a lot of experiences trying to find different things, and I've learned a lot. Like the tools that Ash is selling, right, are tools that I paid for, you know, monthly. And so I see a lot of value in what Ash is trying to serve to us. But then there's a bigger thing that spoke to me too. He's trying to make me the hero, right? The one that's selling the products, the one that came up with the products myself. So he's trying to give me the credit for all the work that he's doing. You know what I mean? On top of the serious value of all the products that he's building for us. Because I know what it is to buy, you know, an autoresponder and then a page builder and make videos and create, you know, different stuff for your video and that. And it's expensive, you know, and then you got to pay for eyeballs to look at your sales funnel that you built. You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of value in that. And I knew thousands and millions of people online are using those things. Every day they pay monthly. So one of the biggest things to me was the serious value that he was giving me, according to what I learned what not to do online, you know? So it wasn't easy for me, so.
Yeah, and I think that quite a few can relate to that, Ty. You know, when you're looking online, you find, you know, and I'm not going to go down this path, but MLM companies, they're selling products. They say, just do what I do. You'll be amazing. I'm going to be here to support you 100%. Let's get you started. You know, just buy this $1,000 product, or it's better to buy that one. Don't buy the $250 one, buy the $1,000 one. That'll give you some products. Maybe you can share them, you know, things like that. But the thing is, what I found, and I have been in a couple of those companies, was the products were actually quite good, and some of them very good. Okay, but the platform didn't work for me. And I know it didn't work for many of our viewers here today, because what they found was that they couldn't be that other person. You know, they say, write down all your friends, you know, your neighbors, as I say, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, you know, write everybody's name down now. All you got to do is ring them. and then you procrastinate, and each day you sort of think, oh, I need to get on, I need to ring people. You know, you might believe in the product a little bit, but if you haven't got a lot of product knowledge, it's hard to convince somebody else to do something, or to take something, or to use something that you're not 100% set on. You know, so you're just learning. So it is difficult in the beginning. And like I said about Yvonne found that marketing wasn't her forte. And we can all say that. Marketing is something where you need very deep pockets full of money, because it not only can you build a website, you know, and like you said, all those different applications, it really is ridiculous, because I know of a few people that build websites or have trying to build them for themselves, and it's taking them months to build these things, because all of a sudden they need a different plugin, all of a sudden they need something else, or this doesn't attach with that, so they have to have a different app. And it really is quite crazy. I've worked with WordPress for quite a few years, and I find it quite simple. A lot of people find it very difficult, you know, so it depends on your level of skill when it comes to the internet. But having all of those apps, but going out there and trying to be another person. If I tried to be Tai Young or Yvonne Mackett or Marty DeGamo, I can't be them. I can take what they say or you say and turn it into my own words. But when you're not 100% sure of what you're talking about, I find that with On Passive, when you do come in, if you want to be passive, that's okay. And it, you know, by saying let's be active is only sharing this amazing opportunity. When you come in and you listen to those leaders, listen to Marty, listen to Redfern, Mike Ellis, amazing videos, and all of the leaders, you know, Chris, Julie, all of those leaders, and you listen to what they have to say, it's very easy to take on board the little bits that you need to say to a person, hey, like your friend did to you, hey, Ty, just need to get in this and have a listen to it. It's only going to cost you 97. And let's just say here in Australia, that's US dollars. So it's equivalent to about 136 Australian dollars and 143 New Zealand dollars. But who can be in a business for that amount of money? You know, when I set up my florist shops, cost me $30,000. Now that was back in the 90s, 1990 actually, $30,000 to set up one florist business. You know, then you have to, that's only some of the stock, then you have to keep buying stock, you know, and then I opened another florist, you know, so it was very expensive and the rents were just horrendous. You know, here's something that you can be a founder in a multi-billion-dollar company for 97 US dollars. That is just ridiculous. But we know our CEO made it that way so that those 97 who weren't making money online could actually be a part of his dream, okay, and share that. So thank you, Ty, for coming on. Do you have any last words before I go on to our next speaker?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to the people that are thinking about getting into this on passive, it's way bigger than what you think. I mean, and the value I talked about, the guy that's doing it, the biggest thing for me for Ash is he's full of love. He really cares about people. He really wants to help you get out of the rut you're in, or help you financially in any way, shape, or form he can. But he's going to do even bigger than that. He's stacking the cool, you know, big time. And I can't tell you all the secrets, but I'll just let you know that there's a lot of things you don't know until you find out for yourself. It's awesome.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know, he's funding all of this for us. You know, he's self-funding everything, you know, producing these 50 plus products, tools, you know, 20 of them people can see on onpassive.com if they wish to go over to the website and have a look, see how they fit into their lives. But he's doing it for the love of people. You know, he was sick of seeing the greedy, the power hungry, all of those, you know, making the money online, all of those who thought that they didn't want to share it, or they look like they're sharing it because, yay, they might give $1 million to somebody. But it's not enough. You know, why are there still people hungry? Why are there still children with no fresh water or food? You know, why is that happening? Because there is greed in our world, and there was power hungry people. And Ash Mafarah said, you know what, going to change that. And look at all the people that he has attracted, so many people with heart, and one including you, Ty. So thank you so much for coming out today. I know it was a little bit of hey, Ty, but we appreciate you, and thank you so much. We will have you on for an interview one day to share with our listeners. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Now, I'd like to bring out our dear Leadership Council, Marty DeGamo, because I know Marty's here. He's probably getting ready for bed. He might be in his jammies, might have his teddy bear sitting next to him. Sorry, Marty. We'd love for you to come out, Marty, and just share with the people a little bit about yourself and where you're from. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My teddy bear is right there. Chris Johnson is his name. He doesn't live with me anymore. I kicked him out. But anyway, a little about myself. I talk every day, don't I? Most people know who I am anyway. 61 years old, been online forever, since 2004. Have the world record in losing money, I'm pretty sure, or I'm right up there. Like Narelle said, trying to learn how to market online is very expensive. You can spend thousands and thousands a month and not get one sale, not one. And if you're dealing with Facebook, it could take you 2 months to get an ad that is okayed by them, and people will actually click on it. Because you can get them to okay it, but it's an ad that nobody will even look at. Or you can get a great ad, they won't okay it, but people would love it. So it's a nightmare, it costs a lot of money. It's a game you got to play, and Facebook changes the rules daily, maybe not daily, but a lot. And they don't tell you while they're doing it. They just tell you, nope, that's no good. Then you got to go back to your ad and say, I wonder what part of this is no good. So you start eliminating words or changing an image. Finally, they say it's okay. Well, it might be okayed. When you run your ad, they have people that okay the ad. It could be in the Philippines one time and another part of the world on another time. One person might let it go and the other one might not. It's crazy. It's just a lot of work. And that's the most discouraging part was, first, you can't build a team because you don't have the time or the skill. Or you learn the skill and you're dealing with people that don't have the skill. So now you're building a team of people that you can't help. And if people tell you they can help you, like a guru or a lady, a man, and follow me and I'll make you, it's not true. They want to, but they can't. So OnPassive does all that for you. It's the key. It's the key to everything. You walk in, you pay your 97, another 300 max. Okay, another 300 max, total of $400, and have a multi-million-dollar business. I don't know anybody that does that. You don't do anything else. Don't make it any harder than that. I know people look at it and say, oh my gosh, digital. All these products, and you look at them, oh this, oh that, oh, who cares? You don't have to know what they're about. You don't even know. If you never use one of the products ever, you can make a walk away income with OnPassive. They don't care what you know. I guarantee the two ladies that are left from the Walmart family, they don't even shop at Walmart. They could care less what's in the store, as long as they sell it and they get a few nickels from each one. And it's the same thing for all of us. We actually have cash registers. And every time you get a new person, you get another cash register, another person, you get another. And if you can get in, get in. If you don't, to me, you're absolutely crazy. All the money that people lose online, for whatever reason, you've never, ever got the opportunity to pay $97 and win the golden ticket. like you win. You pay, you win. The company does everything for you. Yeah, but how long is it going to take? Who gives a rat's patoot? How long does it take you to get here now? You haven't made anything. I don't care what it costs. I would have paid triple. I would have put a second mortgage on my home knowing what this business is. And the owner of the company, I know him. He is the real deal. And no, he's not like anybody else. He's not. But neither is his business. It makes sense. He's like no one I ever met, and so is the business. Some people say, yeah, but the last business, I don't care what last business you were in. 99% of it was garbage. I'm not talking about the products. A lot of the products are good. The company and MLM, affiliate marketing, email marketing, the companies are stacked against you. Unless you're an expert marketer, you will fail. It's just the way it is. And I would say that to a marketer. They know I would because I have. I know people that make a lot of money. But all they're doing is they can dig faster than everybody else. Are people falling in the hole? Yeah, but they don't care. They can go faster. But if they stop recruiting, the guy in the big house with the private jet, if he stops recruiting 1 month, he's done. And on passive, it builds over and over and over. When you empty that barrel of apples, guess what's behind it? Another barrel of apples. That's what we all been looking. Huh, that's asked before. Anyway, I gotta go, but that's what it's about.
Thank you, Marty. Appreciate you being here today and sharing that with us. I think people all understand how much, when Marty's talking about, because Marty is a professional at marketing and the thousands of dollars that people would have to spend. Facebook, one of the things Facebook does is chuck up here's $5, let's put an ad up, let's put your post as an ad. What do you think $5 is going to do? And do you think it's going to bring in that value or that traffic that is directed to your business? Absolutely not. We've all probably been, $5, it's only $5, but it's not getting you the targeted traffic, which like on passive is going to send to your website. And like we've all said, 100% done for you. Who does that? We've been looking for this for a long time, for many, many years. I know myself personally, off and on, since my accident in the mines, I have been looking for something online, and I've been in and out, and I've lost thousands of dollars as well. And sometimes it's when you hit rock bottom that somebody comes along and blesses you and says, hey, take a look at this. Because I believe that we're all here for that reason, is that somebody blessed us and somebody shared it with us because they knew that we had a kind heart. They knew that we would help Ash Mafara, our CEO, change the world by sending out that ripple effect. And now we have, 1,057,000 founders. And even if you just call it 1 million, how many people or how many businesses start off with that? How much can you see that the targeted traffic is going to be sent to you, even if you do have a bricks and mortar building, even if you already have an online presence or an MLM company? It's not going to matter because you're able to set it up on the platform of OnPassive. So I will stop talking, and Yvonne, if you would like to take over. I think I'm not quite sure if there's any questions. I will check in the chat box. And I don't see any hands up as yet, but perhaps Chris would like to come on and say a few words.
Yep, I was just going to invite Chris.
Ooh, little old big head me?
Little old big head you, Chris.
I do quite a few of these webinars all week long, and I never like to really repeat what I say the day before, but it's not always that easy, because the one thing I love about OnPassive, it doesn't really change. It's how if a couple of weeks ago, I had the honor of listening to the first two, I would say they weren't webinars, they were phone call from Ash Mafar explaining what he wanted to do 3 years ago. And I listened to Red, talked to Red quite a bit. And he said, Chris, just listen to him. It's never really changed. And where there was some small changes, he stayed on that same course for the last 3 years. And the only thing he did change was he made it better and better. And just for me, I've been in a little over a year and a couple of weeks, just about when Narelle got into it. And the more and more I pay attention to this on a single day, and we're getting all kind of crazy texts. I can't tell you about that right now. Cut it out, Cynthia. You're making me nervous. But it's one of the best things I've ever seen. Now, let me give you a different perspective here. I myself, if you know me, I worked 32 years for Ford Motor Company and Mazda Motors. It took me 32 years to earn a residual income, and we'll call it a retirement package, okay? 32 years to earn a residual income retirement, quote unquote, package, okay? Ash has done something that's going to give you a residual income for the rest of your life. He started it 3 years ago, and if you got in it today, I would say 7 months to a year to year and a half, you're going to have a lot of different choices because of that residual income that's going to be coming your way. And how is he going to do that? Well, actually, he's going to do it all. He's going to market every one of us, our names, our websites. He's going to give us every single thing that we need. We do nothing but pay $97 to get in, and that package fee. It's a pretty amazing deal, man. If Ford Motor Company would have told me that 32 years, Chris, just give me $100, sit back, go do what you want to do, you're in. You better dang well believe I'd have been all over that. But no, what happened is I spent 32 years working ungodly hours through holidays, taking a couple nice vacations a year. I give them that because you had to earn those vacations, but it was what it did to my mind, my body. At one point, the last year, 8 years of my career there, I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what time it was. I just knew I had to be at work, and I never knew when I was going to leave work. I did it because I wanted to make that last earnings in my last 10 years, which is the golden rule. But now you have an opportunity to trade that 32 plus years for a few years. All right. Hey, man, rip up your resumes here. Okay. We don't ask for a resume in Impassive. All right. There's no requirements in Impassive. All right. We don't have to do any kind of testing for Impassive. You simply say, Chris, I'm interested. Narelle, I'm interested. We send you an invite link. You fill out your little email address, a new email, by the way, and you hit send. It's that simple. You might wait until it launches. That's a good thing, because how many of you have filled out a resume and never even got a call? Because in the last couple of years, jobs were scarce and you waited and you really needed that. And that's what I'm talking about. There's no resumes in Impassive. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter the color, your religion, your size, your gender. We accept all, we respect all. And that's what Impassive is. Impassive is not just about making you successful. It's about helping change the world because, and I say this a lot, I do repeat this, Ash Mafara did not do this for success. He did it to help people be successful. It wasn't about him at all. All right. He's done things for years that he's very successful at. And he said, wow, you know what? I think I can make a lot of people successful. You've heard Marty DeGarmo. Most of you were in MLMs. You couldn't take people with you. You had to do this to do that. Next thing you know, you might make a little money. And the people that came in, they just couldn't do it. All right. This business, this company, you don't have to do nothing. No recruiting, no selling. All you got to do is share. And you don't even have to do that. A lot of people are worried about, oh my God, I don't got a team, or I say a family. But you know what? Pretty soon, you don't have to do any of that anymore. Sit back, enjoy what you're doing now. Keep doing what you're doing right now. Ash Mafar, one thing he's always said is, I never told you to quit your job. He always says, let me get this done. Let me get this started. And a year later, you're going to have wonderful options. That was always his words. Okay. So you got to be smart. It's like kind of like this. If you go buy a lottery ticket, it's $100 million and you quit your job as you buy that lottery ticket. All right. Now that's a little crazy there, but be honest with you. This is the only lottery ticket you're ever going to need. It's going to be the best money you've ever spent in your life. A little bit of money. For most of us, some people it's a struggle, and I get that. But that little bit of $97, or in Australia, it's 134, or New Zealand. I always mess that one up. Sorry, Narelle and Yvonne.
I was on to you, Chris.
Yeah, that little money is going to build you a legacy. It's going to build you time with your family, with your friends. No more going to work being miserable. The odds are most people go to work, there's at least 10 people that you just don't get along with. And then you got to deal with those same people for 30 years. No matter how happy you are, somehow they make you miserable. We all know that. That's not what a passive is. You're going to sit in your own home. You're going to go on your own vacations. And Ash Mafar is going to work his brains off for you with his staff and earn you a residual income. So I don't have that much more to say. I'm just saying you could be like me and work for 32 years, or you could jump on this opportunity right now and change your life for the better in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and it just keeps going from there. It never stops. So that's all I got. Narelle, thank you. Number one, if anyone's new on here, and some of the new ladies I heard at the beginning, this is the top 3 best presentations I've seen in over a year. So I commend both you ladies for doing an excellent job in that. I really love your presentation. The colors make my eyes feel better too. All right, that's all I got.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
It is amazing. And like you were saying, that our CEO, has gone to work for us, but if he could have been the richest man in the world, and he didn't have to share it with all of us, and he could have been just like those others, those others who are CEOs in Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, all of those. But look at where they are. They might be having the money, but they certainly don't have the lives. And they certainly don't share with the people. And that's the biggest part that I reckon that I saw first, was that heart connection, that he was able to say, hey, I don't want to be the richest man. I want to be the kindest man. Who does that? How many people do you know that says, oh, I don't want to be the richest man. I want to be the kindest man. And he shared it with us, 1 million founders who are so thankful and grateful today for that person who shared it with us, that person that saw that vision before us and said, hey, I think you would love this. And we did, and we saw it. So that's really fantastic, Chris. I love that you share, the fact that you've come from a labor situation, that you're not an online marketer, you're not a person that sits on the computer that, is looking for the next bright, shiny object. You worked hard, you worked your guts out, and for a retirement package or a retirement fund, On Passive is like a retirement plan, a plan B for anyone out there who's looking, and you know what, even lately, I just said it's more like a plan A, because those who've lost their jobs, businesses have closed here in Australia and New Zealand because of what's happened. They don't even have a plan anymore. They're relying on the government. They're relying on Social Security to bring in that money. However, that money isn't going to be sent to them or given to them for the rest of their lives. If you're a 20 or 25-year-old person, who's just lost their job, what are you going to do? You're not going to get Centrelink payments or Social Security for the rest of your life. When is your job going to be secure? When are you going to go back to work? Are you going to have a job? Are you going to be too old to be employed soon? It happens all over the place. And not just here in Australia and New Zealand, but all over the world. Those sort of things have been happening. It's time for you to say, hey, for $97 US, 136 Australian, 143 New Zealand, you can be a founder within this multi-billion-dollar company. This is an opportunity that will never, ever, ever come across your laps again. So it's time to wake up and say, oh my goodness, we need to have a look at this. And nobody's going to tie you down. Nobody straps you in. Like Chris said, it's personal invitation. All you got to do is get back to the person who sent you to this webinar, who sent you a link, who sent you a video that you might have watched, and get their personal private invitation and become a part of this On Passive family. Ty, I see you with your hand up again. Is there something that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I forgot to mention. I know a lot of friends online, okay, that have spent hours upon hours building these beautiful sales funnels. Right? They got the best ads to put on Facebook, the best, the nicest looking, or nicest idea, I should say, for a domain name for their page on the internet. And they got beautiful videos, and they made awesome videos, really cool looking stuff. You know what I mean? Like that looked like professional type stuff, you know. But then they'd always have that ready for you, and they give it to you, right? And they let you have a share code in order to share it with you, right? So I get to use their funnel, cool, this awesome, pretty funnel. So I get their share code, but then that brands them, that makes them the hero. So I mean, and then not only that, until you get traffic to that, and until you see people have eyeballs on that, you get people that are interested in looking at what you got to sell, you can just forget it, right? So it costs a lot of money for that traffic. It's a lot of money to put eyeballs on that pretty sales funnel, all right? Let alone all the different parts of it. That's, you know, you cost a lot of money, right? So what they didn't tell me, I learned the hard way, right? So I'm talking to the gurus, or the people that think, you know, this is the best sales funnel ever. And you keep giving that same game to everybody else, the same thing over and over and over again. I'm talking to you now, right? Because whatever you got to sell, as long as it's a legit business, you can sell with OnPassive. They'll sell it for you with a man that knows how to get traffic. And he's really good at it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you how good, because he proved it to us. You know what I mean? So it's got one of them secret things, right? But I'm telling you, this is the master at traffic, right? So he can put traffic on your pretty sales funnel like no other. And if you have a legit business, you can make money that way too, while you're making money with OnPassive, while he's selling his products for you, you know, to make money, while you're making money with the other business. So that's just something to think about for all the people that, you know, that are gurus or people online trying to make money.
Yeah, absolutely, Ty. And what I just get out of what you're saying there is that, remember that MLMs and the businesses that you have, they're all pitting against each other. You know, when I had florist businesses, there were 6 in town, you know, but I had to stand out above and beyond to be able to be, you know, the florist that people came to. You know, when you're online, you know, you think you have the best product because it works for you. Okay, it worked for you, but not it won't work for everybody, perhaps, you know, but you're trying to sell something that works for you, and they're pitting against each other all the time, because it's, you know, as it said, you know, with online marketing, if you don't work in your business, if you don't sell and recruit, if you don't bring people into your business or sell them the products or get people to buy those products, you're not going to get any money. You know, that's the big thing with online, is that it's horrendous, and we've all been doing it for years and years. And how much money have we lost? So so thank you, Ty. That is really important what you shared today. I will see that Willow has her hand up. So Willow, come on down. You're muted, Willow. That's it.
I promise I'll mind my P's and Q's and the rest. I have this reputation of talking out of turn. I want to say one thing to our friend Chris. I watched him over a year, and I think today you touched my heart like you never have before. It was the most sincere presentation I've ever heard you make. And I just want to congratulate you on that. You were superb, just superb, honey boy. Worth cheering for. So I had to cheer a bit. On the other hand, today's been a hell of a day for me. But I want to say this about OnPassive and why I've been in it for 3.5 years. I think it's the best thing it's ever been presented to the world as a whole. There are so many opportunities here that I did a brainstorming project with a few money men about 4 days ago. And we were talking about opening a farmer's market in a small country town like where I live. And the pitfalls with opening a farmer's market. And I kept my mouth shut and I kept listening, and they kept giving us 15,000 for this and 25,000 for that and everything. One woman among 15 men, mind you. And so I said, I got the answer to all your problems. Well, they looked at me like I was another nutcase, which I don't blame them, because sometimes I come across like that. But anyway, by the time I got finished telling them what On Passive could give them, they never said a word. They were absolutely dumbfounded and promised me they would go and look, in the next 2 days. And when we got back together, they would let me know. But I want to tell you, in all businesses out there, On Passive has something to offer. Whether it's for a farmer like me, or a good old boy that has scratching his living out of the dirt, there's an answer to our problems with On Passive, even though it's online. And so what it's done for women is unbelievable. I've been working for 80 of my 81 years. I swear to God, I started work when I was digging in the fields with my dad. There's never been a job out there I didn't have to really scratch to get, even after I got a doctorate degree. So let me tell you, it's not easy for women, and Ash leveled the playing field. So if you want to really, really get to the bottom of it, we can moan and groan because things are not going as fast as we want. But there's nothing that can touch On Passive. There just literally is nothing. And I'm here to tell you, I'll lay my life down for that and for Mr. Ash, because it's going to give my daughters, who I adore, my daughter's doing what Chris was talking about. She worked for the state of California, the Superior Court, ever since she graduated from college. And she's going to be able to retire a little bit early. And it's going to give her a whole new life. An absolutely entirely different life. All she's known is working and raising her kids. That's all she's known. And most women that I know, even though they're educated, smart, progressive women, they still have an uphill battle every damn day they go to work. So open up your eyes here, ladies, my ladies of my heart that I talk to every day. For God's sakes, don't fool around and let this slip past you. I don't care if you're complaining about it's not going fast enough. It's not working. They're just promising things. Yeah, but those promises are some of the biggest promises we've ever seen in the world before. Take a risk, have faith, jump on. And we'll argue about the other stuff later. Right now, it is crucial because Ash is preparing to get ready to start the train. And when he does, your opportunity to become a founder and become a founder is a unique, marvelous thing. The benefits it's going to give you far exceeds being a customer. Promise you.
Absolutely.
So don't just sit back and say, well, I'll wait. That's being a scaredy cat. Get off your duff, take a chance and say, I'm going to swing to the moon. And you will. Thank you, Narelle.
Thank you, Willow. Thank you. It's always lovely to hear from you and hear your beautiful words, because Willow is 81 years old. And how amazing is that Willow is still going year after year, day after day, week after week. She's so supportive. She's everywhere within On Passive because she cares for everyone, but she also works within the industry where she's helping those who are single women, those who are single mums, get out there, like she said, get off your bum. Well, she didn't say that. I'm going to say that. Get off your bum. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. It is now time to stand up and say, come on, let's do this. Women, we can do this. What I say is, united we stand, divided we fall. and look at how many that we have, and not just women alone. I too have been down a path where, you know, then I had to sort of pick myself up and believe in myself again, you know, and there's many women and gentlemen on here who are here to support you. It doesn't matter where you're coming in from, like Chris said, you know, it doesn't matter if you have a disability, if you are blind, deaf, you know, whether you're black, white, brindle, green, yellow, orange, doesn't matter. Whether you're large, tall, as Marty says, or ugly like Chris Johnson. Sorry, Chris, love you. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. On Passive has been made for every single person in the world. However, it will only be those with the heart and who see the vision that will become the founder. Are you one of them? Ask yourself, are you a visionary? Do you want to see change in our world? Because if you do, then On Passive is for you. Tina, thank you for coming in today. Lovely to see you. Tina's coming in from Singapore.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
That's Chris's welcome. Welcome world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you here. I'm always here to support the Aussies because I've lived in the Aussie land for a while, and hope to retire in Aussie land too. Anyways, beautiful, beautiful words, Willow. I didn't realize I actually raised my hand, but that's following you. I'm not going to talk to anything about where from the heart, but it's still from the heart that I just want to tell you a story about Singaporeans. Singaporeans have this very, very left brain kind of mentality. I'll see it. I'll believe it only when I see it. You know. So I've got with regards to my sharing up on Passive, it's really a wall after wall after wall. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because as long as you open your heart, the people who has the heart that resonates with you, it'll happen. And I just want to talk also about what Mr. Ash said, that wealth is everywhere. I've been looking for something to retire. The other thing about Singaporeans, they want to retire early, but then I'm only 36, so we're waiting I'm trying to retire early. But wealth is there. I've been looking at the wrong places all the time, in online marketing, in internet marketing, in MLM, in affiliate marketing, been doing all that. And like Marty says, number one, if they have a 0-1, loser of money. I've been to workshops, spent thousands and thousands of workshops where the gurus tell you, fake it till you make it. Oh my God, is it? That it's an absolutely no-no for me because I just can't do the fake. I just can't. So at last, when I was actually introduced to On Passive way back in 2018, but I didn't hop on until 2019, mid-2019, from my beautiful sister, beautiful soul sister, Della Sell. But she just kept on telling me, come in, you're beautiful, you've got a beautiful heart, this is for you. It's all about trust me. I know you are a woman of faith, trust me. And that's how I see Ash Mufare. He is a man of faith. He's a man of faith, stating that wealth is everywhere. That's actually, I share the same faith with him to say that wealth is everywhere. You don't have to look for it. It is what you are going to do when you get that wealth that's more important. So Ash has given us this gift of wealth for now, for the future, and for generations, because it is a legacy business. So you're not only going to do business in your lifetime, but also in the children's lifetime, and then on. And we're a super unicorn at the moment, and well, it's called Decacorn or something like that. But it is for the future in itself. It will be the first business to be in itself, and I'm so excited that he's working with our Singaporean team to do the marketing campaigns. It's gonna blow everybody's mind. Like I want to take his quote to say that you will get to the top until your ears pop.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tina. Fantastic. I love seeing you come in. I love seeing your passion. It's so beautiful to have your support from over in Singapore, and for all those in Malaysia, Bali, and around those areas. We welcome all into our Australia and New Zealand family and our On Passive family. So thank you. Marty, before I bring you on, I would like to, I see Shari, I see you, and I see you, Robert, but I want to call somebody special out today, because this person is a very special lady. Last night, as Chris said, I heard her for the first time too. And I know that you know who you are, Tiana. Tiana, I know that usually you use an interpreter, sorry. But
Hi, everybody.
But we love you because, you know, you support everything and everything on Passive. We see you, we hear you. And when we heard your voice for the very first time, oh my goodness, it was so amazing. So if you don't mind, Marty, Shari and Robert, I'm going to ask Tiana to just say a few words, because we can actually understand you and you are amazing. So please come forward and share with us today. You have to unmute because we want to hear your beautiful voice.
Come on, Tiana, unmute yourself.
Tiana, I'll see if I can.
Send her unmute, Narelle.
Yeah, I will. There we go. There we go. Hello, Tiana.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for having our background on as well.
All of you.
We're calling
I'm
you
so
out.
excited. Passive is my Kohana is a family. I love you, all of you. I love you all. Where's Lynn? Lynn, how are you?
Lynn,
I see you.
Lynn
she's
is-
next to you.
Wow, that's
Love
on
you,
your
Lynn.
screen.
Okay.
Tiana, how do you feel about, oh, sorry. How do you feel about On Passive? You know, the fact that we're not going to call it a disability, but you're just unable to hear fully. Can you understand what I'm saying? Lynn? I don't know whether you have
Is she using an interpreter?
We asked her to speak out and use her voice today because she did a live last night. So I'm not quite sure whether she can hear everything that I'm saying.
Lynn,
Are you using interpreter or no interpreter?
no, nothing.
Okay.
Guess what?
Okay.
Here's a comment. Here, message.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay,
And
Narelle.
this is your message. Yeah.
What do you want to ask her, Narelle?
What was the question?
You know, when you
Narelle,
just talk on
her?
I just
phone,
wanted to
you
know
use the
how,
word talking.
sorry, Lynn, I just wanted to know how she felt, you know, by having a disability of you know, but not being able to hear, how On Passive has been for her. You know, how has it helped her?
Absolutely, like I'm working on the team. I pull the team to council, but I'm trying to talk with the staff to pull them in my team. Trying to communicate with them. To come on, it's nothing. Only $97 simple. Join with me. I'm trying to communicate. Come on. I'm trying. Come on, there's nothing wrong. Some of them, they don't believe me.
So I just have them go see these things explain to them instead of me. So I said, okay, that my leader will explain to her. And then I said, okay. So I don't have to worry about it, so I can rest.
Yeah.
Okay. When they're ready, let me know ready, then they will be ready.
Absolutely. Tiana, you keep showing your beautiful heart, darling, because that's
I'm
exactly
excited to hear them.
that's exactly what
lovely.
people will be connected to, is you and your heart. You just keep sharing it out there. And thank you so much for coming on here today, because we appreciate you. So thank you so much. Okay, now Shari, I'll just
love you all.
thank you, Tiana. Shari, I'll just ask you to come forward, please, if you'd like to just keep it to a couple of minutes, because we are running a little bit over time now.
You're going to bump me in front of Marty.
Yeah,
What?
absolutely. Marty's had his turn.
Yeah.
Ladies first, remember.
Yeah. I'll just keep it brief. Thanks, Narelle. I'm sorry I missed the presentation. I came on when Chris was talking there, and it kind of just sparked something inside of me. You know, I started working when I was 14 years old, and I worked really hard my whole life. You know, had 2 or 3 jobs most of my life, and then I started a business. And you know, when Chris was talking about working 32 years and having a retirement package and that, unfortunately, when I decided to open my own business, all that kind of fell away. And so then I was responsible for trying to put away for myself, plus build my businesses and that. And after 40 years of working hard, I took my life savings and I put it into a franchise. The franchise did not work out, and I ended up losing everything that I had ever worked for, and decided that I needed to figure something out. And so I went online, and I did an affiliate marketing company for a while, and I just, you know, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that, you know, we can work and work and work our whole life and like work our guts out, and then in the end, here I am, 58 now, and or 54. I had to start over, and I've been struggling trying to like still back to work in 2 or 3 jobs and that. And then I found On Passive, and to spend $97. I mean, I've spent more than $97. I've bought more than one position, but to know that I have a future now, that I can actually sleep at night now. I didn't sleep for 2 or 3 years wondering what the heck I was going to do to try and provide for my family. And then lo and behold, On Passive showed up, and it literally is a game changer. It has changed my life. I share this in the hopes that there's either guests here or people that will hear the replay, and you know, to know that there's hope, you know, and it's here in On Passive, and it's here with this community, and it's with these people that that love you no matter what. They will love you through to the other side, you know, to the other side of what we're in for, I guess, with On Passive. So I love you guys. I'm not around as much, but I'm here in spirit, and I just
we see you, Shari, and we see your spirit and your heart, darling. And we love you, because you're right. You know, here in On Passive family, we love and support, and we lift each other up. It's not about who can get to the top first. It's about turning around and putting a hand back and saying, hey, I'm here for you, and I'm going to love and support you. Particularly as women, you know, and again, I'm not, you know, putting any of our men aside, because you are strong individuals. You are amazing men with kind hearts. But for some of us women, as single women, single mums, you know, it's a struggle sometimes to be able to do what we need to do to provide for our families, you know. So it's really, I really appreciate you, and I celebrate you, Shari, because you're amazing. So thank you.
Oh, Narelle, I love you. Man, I love you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very much.
Okay, I almost made it without crying. Bye.
Bye.
Marty, it's your turn. Okay.
Yvonne?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
We have, that's okay. We have no more, we don't have any questions. I'm not sure if any Australians want to come on and say anything, the ones who were talking earlier, just
Yeah.
quickly.
I thought that might be a nice idea.
Jennifer?
One of our Australian ladies,
Yeah.
or if both want to come out and speak first,
Yeah.
then certainly
Jennifer, Sophie, or
raise your virtual hand. We've got a few minutes left.
and
And
the
then
other
we'll go-
lady, I'm just trying to have a,
Robert,
trying to
please don't
find
go.
her.
Put your hand back up. I saw you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say something. Robert's on Canada.
We see you, Robert. So
Oh,
don't
Raywin,
going anywhere.
Raywin, sorry.
Okay, so Raywin, if you would like to just share with people who you are and where you're from here in Australia, and a little bit of your journey with On Passive, we'd really appreciate that today.
Okay, so my name's Ray and I'm in Sydney, Australia. We've got a magnificent day today. I joined On Passive in October 2018, and a month later I was in hospital. I've been a professional, worked hard all my life, and a lot like all of you lovely ladies, and I really appreciate all the sharing. I worked hard. I'm a building designer in the architectural field, and I worked very hard for everybody else, and naturally being a woman, we do that sort of thing a lot. And I ended up in hospital a month after I joined. It was really amazing. And I never touched it for 12 months because I ended up getting cardiomyopathy, which is heart failure, and just came on very suddenly, and blah, blah, blah. So it's taken me now, it's 3 years along the way, and I'm getting stronger and stronger, and picked up On Passive again. And I thank God that I got in when I did, because it would never have happened. There hasn't been a lot of networking going on in Australia, sadly, and I wasn't strong enough to do anything. So I'm really thrilled today to listen and hear all you wonderful people, and thank you to all those in Australia, in America and Singapore, and to Marty. I've seen him a lot, and it's an honour to have him on, I would say. And I hope that he'll keep visiting us, and I'm hooked. So I'd like to really, I think I've got about 26 people under me, and I would like to hook them in. And my wonderful Michelle, she's from Perth, she's on the call, and Michelle Proctor, and she's an amazing, she's really done a huge amount of work with On Passive, and we're all single ladies, and yeah.
Beautiful, Raymond.
Thank you very much.
It's so good to hear from you, and I'm so glad that you found us. So thank you, Chris, for popping our information into the back office. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no, if it wasn't there, I wouldn't be here. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
So anyone that you have, please hook up with Yvonne for those in Perth, Western Australia, so Yvonne can connect with your people over there for her beautiful meetup. So again, thank you, and we celebrate you, Raywin, for being a part of the On Passive family.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Robert, and then we'll finish off with Marty, I think. So definitely come forward, Robert, if you have something that you would like to share with us today.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to say hi and pop in and see you guys. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been doing a bit of groundwork around here with helping some founders and whatnot here. But we got snow up here today. It's snowing right now. We got an inch or two, I think, falling on the ground. Can't stand the stuff. Anyways, that's the way it is all 4 seasons here. But I just wanted to say hi, and I just wanted you to know I'm still here and I love you all. And, I'm still watching. A few things I got to get caught up on, but hey, that's okay. I'm right here. I'm all yours.
Absolutely, Robert. That is okay. And we celebrate you because we do love you popping in when you can. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there helping each other. That's what I said before. It's not about who's getting to the top first. It's about who's helping and helping those along the way, those who don't know how to share or have a few concerns and things like that with their people. All you got to do is share your heart, and people, like I said, will either see it or they won't. We're looking for visionaries. We're looking for those with heart. But Robert, we celebrate you and thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate seeing your face, and don't you dare put your hand down again.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay, I've got, I'm going to finish up with Marty, but I do have a song to play as well, which I will play at the end of what Marty says before we go off, and then we'll come back and then we'll say our goodbyes, or if anybody else wishes to continue, then we'll take it from there. So go ahead, Marty.
Got what I wanted now. You slapped me to the back of the line. I'm just kidding. No, what I wanted to say is, yeah, that hurt, man. I mean, I hope nobody else put their hand up. I'll be 67 years old by the time.
Marty, why don't you sing for us?
You want me to sing? Let me go get the radio. No, anyway, what I was going to say is, you're talking about going up to the top or getting somewhere. What fun is it by yourself? It's just not. I mean, you can be on the top of Mount Everest, but so what? I would rather have a lot of people with me. So I agree with dragging people up. In fact, I believe in pushing people up, even if they don't want to go. But the one thing I want to say before I go, Chris has been harassing me since I've been on here, but one thing I want to say, and I mean this, I'm not kidding. The next time you see me, a founder's position may not be available. So that noise you hear in the background, that's not thunder. That's the door closing to being a founder. I'm telling you right now. So don't let it go. If you have friends, you want to play this video to somebody, if they come to you after the fact, smack them in the head. Tell them they could be a reseller. That's it. It's too late. It will never open again. Remember, when Ash started this, I think he wanted maybe 50,000 founders. We've got 1,050,000. But the company obviously is 1 billion times bigger. But he's not going to do this again. No, there's no reason to. Man, I would not let this go. I just want to emphasize that. So, yeah, very good job today, ladies and ladies. Yeah.
Thank you, Marty.
Yeah.
Actually, I told Ash, I said, he said, Marty, you surround yourself and I'm passing with ladies. And I go, they're better than the guys. Because you better be careful. I go, I am. I said, that's why I picked Chris. He's not a guy, he's just a really ugly lady. Anyway, I'll see y'all.
Thank you. We love you, Marty. All you do. Thank you so much. Narelle, can we just get Prathap on, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Our lovely friend Prathap, wherever you are, come on down.
Get our music ready. Thank you, Prathap.
Prathap from India.
Thank you for giving this opportunity. And I truly accepted the Narelle words, because we should need to share the kindness and humanity. It's not, Unpassive is not about the money, and it's about the love and sharing of the humanity. And Ash vision also is same. But I want to share one thing. I don't know, in our surroundings, in our areas, few of the leaders, few of the persons sharing of the Unpassive opportunity, how they are sharing of the opportunity is to the founders or someone. They are saying too much about the company, like within 2 years, within 3 years, you will become a billionaire, millionaire. It will come within 2 months, within 3 months. They are saying about this deadline. Within August, founders will come, and October will come soft launch. November, you will get hard launch, and December onwards, you will get the money to your accounts. Like this, most of the people are encouraging like this, within 2 months, within 3 months, they are keeping the deadline. And most of the peoples in our surrounding area in India, most of the peoples are very poor, but they are hoping, and they are, how they are expecting their lives will be changed within soon. So that's why they are sign-ups, and they are doing sign-ups and everything. But the leaders are still doing like this only. Most of the small leaders, I'm not saying about the LC members in India, small leaders, they are hyping the company like this one within 2 months, within 3 months will come. They are, then the founders will keeping more and more hopes on this company. And when it is not happening at that time, founders will not launch and soft launch about this, then only the negativity starting about this company. I don't think so. While why they are doing like this? Maybe they are improving for their team. So that's why they are saying about this company within 2 months, within 3 months launch. I cannot believe this. Why these people are doing like this? I think you people will conclude somewhere in back office. I think so. Thank you so much for.
Pratap, thank you so much. You know, you're right. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are living in poverty, who are living without good food or good water, and we will certainly be the change for that. The thing is, as Ash has always said, he will not release on passive until it's absolutely 100% ready. Those people who may be sharing different dates, times, months, whatever, are doing the wrong thing for even their own people, you know, because Ash has never given us a date. Sometimes people get overexcited. Sometimes people presume or assume that they know what's being said. But you have always been there standing strong, supporting not only us here in Australia, but also your own country. And we appreciate that. I would like to I know Marty's probably gone because I kicked him out. No. Chris, sorry, Chris, can you just share a little bit with Pratap, you know, about your knowledge of where we're at with On Passive, please?
Well, that's easy. We're right here. No, Pratap, you know, I love you, my brother. And you know what? Mike Ellis actually did an excellent video today. I did share it on my Facebook explaining that. You know, sometimes when Ash says something, we perceive it a different way. And I'll give you an example. He told us before October that all founders will be complete by the end of October. I think most of us took it as we were going to launch it in October, but he actually said exactly what he was going to do. It was completed in October. Not only was it completed, okay, there was things added to it that I can't share with you. It's just another surprise, which Ash likes to do. Now, there's things that's going on right now where O-Founders is complete, 100% complete, testing through him, all that stuff. Now, there's other things going on that we can't really explain to you. That's because this is Ash's plan. And a lot of people get upset about it, but it's kind of like this, don't get upset about it. He's doing things, God, I wish I could tell you, but I can't, but he's doing things for all of us. It also gives you the opportunity to get a few more people in your family or your team and let them know that it is coming, because the hardest part about being an LC is sometimes we're privy to some information, sometimes we're not. And you have to be a really good, trustful secret holder. Not a secret, I don't like the word secret, but not when I'm talking to all what I call my friends every day. But I want to let you know, there's a lot of people in this world right now in this family that are really struggling. Man, and I think we all understand that. Some are a lot worse than others, and I do pray for them. I think everyone prays for them. But I really believe when Ash's words, when Ash says this is ready to go soon, you're all going to be really excited, and you're going to start forgetting about those hard times. I don't think any of us have never not gone through a hard time. It's just there is some people in this world who's never had a good time. And they've struggled. And this is an opportunity for them to rise and shine. Just let me give you a quick example. There's some countries where some people don't make $3,000 a year. Can you imagine the look on their faces? Let's just be conservative. If they made $1,000 a month and their whole lives, they never made more than $3,000 a year, but now they're making, let's say, $12,000 a month for doing nothing. And if any of you know these other countries, I've seen a few myself personally, they have to work 16, 17 hours a day selling things to earn that $3,000 a year. And that's every day. There's no time off for those people. It's either do or die. So when this happens, you're going to see a lot of people. You know what? Here's the honest truth. You're going to see a lot more people get hired probably the naysayers because they didn't believe us. Okay. But my biggest thing for me is watching people's lives completely turn over for the better that struggled their whole lives, not only just in other parts of the country, America, Australia, New Zealand, every country's got someone that's either homeless, struggling, medical illnesses, medical bills they can't even afford. All this is going to change. All right. And well, I can't say that, but I'm trying to say, no, I can't. But soon these Zooms are going to turn into, wow, my God, look at me.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Marty got his living room. Let's put it that way. You know, how Marty talks about his living room, but listen, just be happy with what you have. And then I want you to think another other way. If impassive was not in your life right now, wouldn't you be in that same situation right now? At least you know something big is coming your way. And that's kind of the way I like to think. But I do understand some people have it very hard and it's hard for them. But I'm going to tell you this, my heart's praying for you every single night. Just hang on, be strong. If I was a multi-billionaire, none of you would be starving. None of you would be out with homes. Trust me on that one. I'm sure you can all say the same thing. So be patient. It's coming and be ready. That's all I can tell you. You're
Thanks,
not going to get nothing out of me.
Oh yeah, you just gave it away anyway. But your excitement is enough to keep us all going. But when you spoke about just then, I just want to quickly say before we go quickly to Richard and then our song, was that when people are going to start receiving, doesn't matter how much it is, doesn't matter what situation you're in. I think for me personally, and I'm sure I share this with many, it'll be the tears of joy. You know, I can hear it in my voice right now. The tears of joy when you see the people finally, you know, those, I mean, we have a roof over our head, we have food on the table, we have clean water to drink. You know, we have the safety and security of a home, most of us here. But for those who actually have been waiting and praying for many years, and we've been praying for them, imagine the tears of joy when we come to these meetings and we finally hear those people say, oh my gosh, and Pratap says, I'm able to help my family. You know, I'm able to leave the job so that I can go back and live with my family and share in their love. You know, my gentleman in Uganda can say the children have all had 3 meals today. They have a roof over their head. They have shelter. You know, that to me, that those tears of joy are just going to flood out. And also for myself with little Mimi, that I can present to them a founder position that Mimi will never have to worry about the treatments, the expensive treatments that she needs to be able to walk one day. So Chris, thank you for sharing your heart. It really has, it does touch each and every one of us. And as we get closer and closer to that, it really is so joyful, and we really should be just full of gratitude. Absolutely, 100% to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara, for wanting to share his heart. Sorry, Richard. Just 2 minutes, please, and then we'll go on to our song. So thank you.
Thank you, Narelle. That was beautiful. I love you. I love you.
Thank you, Shari. I appreciate you. Oh, sorry.
I love you too.
Willow, don't make me cry. Stop it.
I cried.
We all love you too, Narelle.
Yeah.
First time I've been on your show. I don't have a raised hand, but I love you guys, and it's great being here. Really great. Hey, Chris.
Thank you, Listra.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're just going to go over to Richard quickly. Richard, if you'd like to come forward, then we're going to play a song and then we'll come back to say goodbye. So we know that you're all, it's getting a little bit late for you there. So Richard, if you could just take 2 minutes, please, and then we'll finish off.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. And I am sorry, Narelle, I might make you cry. Same with you, Shari. Now, God gave us this heart full of love. And this is what Ash Mufara gave us. This love is coming back to this world that has been lacking for years and years and years. Corruption has taken over this world. But on passive, which means passion towards our fellow men, women, and children of the world. Single women will not have a problem anymore. Homeless people will not have a problem anymore. Orphans, they'll have a lot of love. I guarantee you that. They'll have water, they'll have clothes, they'll have schools, they'll have hospitals. You name it, they're going to have it. I saw some people from Papua New Guinea here. They are my idols because here is a rich country that is being taken advantage of by the corruption, and the people are suffering, which has no sense. This is going on all over the world. There's 800,000 people in the United States and Canada going to bed at night with no food. That is shameful. That is corruption. And we will, on passive, will get rid and we will correct that corruption. Now, to those people that are here that are not founders, I'll tell you this, your money problems are going to be over and you'll have plenty left to do good work towards people that are still suffering in this world. That is guaranteed. And if you're not happy, we'll give you back your money. And we will correct this world. And I love you all. Big kiss, big hug. And it was nice to see Tiana speaking. Now that really made my day.
Absolutely.
And as for my granddaughter, she is back home today. She's still in a lot of pain, but your prayers worked miracles.
Beautiful.
Her brain bleeding stopped on her way from prayer. Her swelling of the brain shrunk because of your prayers. Thank God and bless. May God bless and take care of all of you beautiful men, women, and children of the world.
Thank you, Richard. And that is such great news to hear. And again, when you come together in prayer for those that you love, doesn't matter what you believe in, whatever is in your heart towards another person is what really matters. And, you know, that's what we're sharing out there. So thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. I'm just going to share my screen for a bit. Please wait with us for a couple of minutes while this song comes on, and then we'll come back and say goodbye. Just one moment.
Shining bright into the future, we'll rise high.
That's amazing. Thank you for finishing off with that one. That's awesome. She's amazing.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, ऑनेस्ट क्रिटिक में आपका स्वागत है। इस वीडियो में दोस्तों हम सबका जो फेवरेट टॉपिक है, जो हॉट टॉपिक है, उस पर डिस्कशन
What a beautiful
yes,
voice.
It's amazing.
What a beautiful voice.
Oh my goodness.
She's gorgeous. Have you heard her interview? Go and listen to it. It's so good.
उसी पर डिस्कशन करेंगे क्योंकि 2 साल, तीसरे साल, चौथे साल ये बहुत बड़ी प्लानिंग हो जाएगी, वो ख्याली पुलाव हो जाएगा।
Well, they all love it.
ओनली पहले 1 साल के लिए करेंगे।
Okay, if anybody can
तो आइए
understand
शुरू करते हैं। पहले जानने की कोशिश करते हैं कि ऑन पैसिव का क्या कहना है। यानी
I don't think you need to understand their languages. I tell you when you listen about on passive.
ज़्यादा कमा सकते हैं, लेकिन कुछ
You can hear the excitement wherever.
That Chris again.
Thank goodness.
That the last time. Is that you, Chris?
No. It was just a continuation because I shared my screen. So I do apologize for that. Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Loud and
hey, Sherry.
Oi, oi, oi.
Other day. Oh my goodness. It's just yeah.
Okay. Can I just find Abdua? Is he still here? Oh, yes, you are. So, Abdua, I can't find you. So can you send me your link in the chat, or if it's your whole name in Telegram, is it Abdua or?
Don't know if he's still here.
He's here, yeah. He's just here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I sent you the registration link that you was asking about in the chat.
Oh, you have. Thank you already. Sorry, I was busy singing, didn't notice.
Yeah.
What a beautiful song, hey. Thank you, Abdua.
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see your little video. It really is exciting. So anyone who would like to, Tina would love to get you on at some stage also for a interview. Lids, she's one of our ladies who's calling in from Australia in Cairns, or Mariba from Cairns.
I've also asked Tiana.
Yeah, we love and appreciate you, Lids, for coming in and supporting us here as a fellow Australian. Any of those who are coming in from Australia and New Zealand, please feel free to send out the link for your people to come and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/nandy.life, LIFE, or Australia and New Zealand on Passive Aussie Girls and a Kiwi Guy. We update there every day. We're putting a post or we're putting our information as to when our webinars are. So we really appreciate you all for coming in tonight. Thank you, Yvonne, for an amazing presentation.
Thank you for an amazing host. Because you are amazing.
Thank you, Chris Johnson. I know he's probably on the phone getting the date, but we won't say that out loud, okay? Lynn, it was
Yvonne?
You come in.
Yes.
Can you put the Facebook link in the chat, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, I've just got to collect this one first. Sorry, here you go. I've just found Abdullah's. Can I just copy this first? Sorry. There we go. I've got to put it somewhere before I lose it. And then I'll do it. Paste. Okay. Alrighty. So
thank you, Patricia.
HTTPS / I've got nowhere to copy it. Can you repeat it?
Facebook.com/nandy.life.
.com/Nandy.
Don't forget your D.
I know my D keeps getting stuck. Nandy.life, and it's painful. So if you ever get a text from me and the D's missing, just add it. HTTPS facebook.com/Nandy.life. Correct?
That's correct. Put it
there we go.
Check it. That's it. Beautiful. So anybody just, all it is a Facebook like page, and all it is going to give you the information so that even if you're anywhere all over the world and you have people that you know in Australia, you can send them here to us, because it's a time that suits them. You know, it's hard for them to get to those meetings. It's hard for them to get to those early morning founders only, or those guest webinars that they hold in the UK, Ireland, and in the US. So send them over here and we'll look after them for you for sure. Thanks again. And Rita, you're right. Did you get that link then? Yeah, okay.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, because like I have some people in Australia, and sometimes when I send the link from Canada or maybe the one of US, it's either like midnight there or something like that, so they can attend. So the Facebook that I got, I think I will be able to share with them and they will get it from there.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
It is a like page, so anyone can just like it, Rita. So tell them to like it there and just keep an eye out. Like I said, we do Monday and Thursdays. Thursdays is a nighttime one, so we appreciate, just let them know to say who they are when they come in, and we'll look after them and love them and appreciate them. So thank you, Rita. Thank you, Cynthia Brown, for your love and affection. Harry, lovely to see you. And everyone who came on today spoke. Prosper, lovely to see you. Crishario, Lynn, always welcome to our webinar. So we do appreciate you all. We are going to end off here, and just like everyone to say, on passive, in it to win it.
Now, ready? 1, 2, 3. On passive.
In it to win it. Win it.